Hi everyone, my name is Karen. This is my channel RatherBeReading, and today I'm bringing to you my recommendations for books with a school setting. So Trina from Between Chapters and Kayla from Kayla Rain have started a recommendations group on Goodreads called Monthly Recommendations, and each month they provide you with a topic and you then provide recommendations for books within that topic. This month's topic for September is books with a school setting. I think I've mentioned on this channel a couple of times, I love books with school settings. I really enjoy that as a setting for books, so I was really excited to give you a couple of recommendations for books that I enjoy. I will leave a link to both Trina and Kayla's channels down below, as well as to the Goodreads group, so that you guys can check it out and maybe, if you haven't already, decide to join and make your own videos as well and provide some recommendations. So I have 4 books today that I want to talk about, as well as one honourable mention. My honourable mention is the Jessica Darling series by Megan McCafferty. The reason that this is just an honourable mention is purely for the fact that I haven't finished the series, so I didn't feel like I could recommend it as a whole. This is a series of books that follows our main character, Jessica Darling, as she just navigates kind of through high school. I believe the series does follow her through to college, but I haven't reached that point in the series yet. I've only so far read the first 2 books, which are Sloppy Firsts and Second Helpings, but I do definitely recommend picking the series up. It's just a really funny, relatable series about a girl trying to get through high school, and I definitely recommend it. That's why I'm mentioning it here, so pick it up if you haven't already. So now on to the 4 books/series that I have completed with a school setting. Let's just get the really obvious series out of the way first, and that is Harry Potter. This is set in a school, Hogwarts. I want to go there. You probably want to go there. We all want to go there. This series is basically the best series I've ever read in my entire life, and it probably will remain the best series that I've read for the rest of my life. These books are amazing. Most people have read it. The people who haven't read it probably don't want to read it, which I don't get, but you know, to each their own. But I could read these books a million times. I have reread them a million times, and I will continue to reread them and continue to get enjoyment out of it. And the setting at Hogwarts, at a school of witchcraft and wizardry, is just amazing, and I just love these books, and I cannot recommend them more. The next series I want to recommend is the Gemma Doyle Trilogy by RatherBeReading. I don't own this trilogy, but I did complete it recently in July, and I really enjoyed this trilogy. This trilogy follows our main character, Gemma Doyle, who is sent to a boarding school in England, in Victorian England, and a big part of the story is about her life in the boarding school. It deals with kind of she discovers kind of that she has powers and has visions and things like that, and it's just a really great series that speaks to issues of women and the empowerment of women, and I really enjoyed the trilogy as a whole. I definitely recommend picking it up. I haven't read anything else by RatherBeReading. I think some of her books people either really enjoy or really don't enjoy, but I did personally really enjoy this trilogy, and I think the setting at a Victorian England boarding school for girls where they are learning to be ladies was just really interesting, and I really enjoyed it. Definitely pick it up. The next book I want to recommend is The Luckiest Girl Alive by Jessica Knoll. This is a book that I've heard a couple of people talk about on BookTube, but not very many, and while it's not as strict a school setting as some of the other books that I'm mentioning today, there is a good portion of the series when we're going back into the main character's past, because the main character is, on the surface, as a woman, she appears to have it kind of all together, but she has a lot of kind of dark secrets in her past that all relate back to when she was in high school, and we do spend a lot of time in the character's past going through her high school time and what she went through in high school and all the things that happened to her, and I just thought this book was really, really good. It was really engrossing. It is an adult book, not a young adult book, so if that's not something you enjoy, maybe give this one a miss, but I definitely recommend picking it up. It does have trigger warnings for sexual abuse, bullying, eating disorders, but if none of those things bother you, I would definitely suggest giving this one a go. And the final book I want to recommend to you guys is Dark Companion by Marta Acosta. This follows our main character as she attends a Birch Grove Academy, which is like kind of a boarding school, and there's something kind of sinister going on at the school. There's not a lot I feel like I can say about the plot of this book more so than that without giving away kind of some real plot points of this book, which I would just want you, this is the kind of book you need to go in a bit blind, but I definitely really enjoyed it. This has a real twist on a kind of classic kind of story, kind of paranormal story, and I really enjoyed it. The setting at the school kind of gives it this kind of creepy-ish vibe, and I really enjoyed this book. I definitely recommend picking it up. So those are my recommendations. As I mentioned, I love books set in school, so I'd love for you guys to let me know down in the comments any recommendations that you have for books set in school, because it is basically one of my favorite, if not my all-time favorite settings for books. So I definitely appreciate some recommendations from you guys. Definitely check out the group and Trina and Kayla's channels down below. That's all I've got for this video today. Bye guys!